Okay guys, it is your girl Dom. I am super excited to be here. Once again, I wanted to show y'all around in my kitchen about the foods that I am meal prepping for this week. But before I even get into my meal prepping, I want to say thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. If you are a returning family member of the Serenity Within, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you are new here, thank you so much for even stopping by. We do fitness in here, we do vlogs in here, we do cooking in here, we do hair in here, we do makeup in here. Dang, I do a lot. Okay, but I just want to say thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Press the notification button so you're alerted whenever I have any new videos coming up. I'm trying to stick to Tuesdays and Saturdays to do any of my postings. But back to this meal prepping. So this week I am meal prepping, okay, but I am prepping before my meal prep. And I love to prep before my meal prep. People are like, what are you talking about? Is because I love to chop everything up, I love to season everything up, I like to clean everything up, take all the fat off all the meats, and then I like for my foods to marinate overnight, and then the next day that's when I start cooking. Because I realized when I did it the first time meal prepping and I did everything all on the same day, I was completely exhausted. And one thing about me, I am going to find a way around the rules. Well, not like the rules, like I'm not trying to break the rules, but I'm trying to put my own spin on something. That way I know it's exciting for me to do it, or I know how to not overexhaust myself into doing something. So the best thing that I do is I like to prep before I actually meal prep. So right here I have all the foods that I already cleaned everything, soaked it, dried it. Now it's time to cut it. Okay, but let me show you what I'm working with first, and then we're just gonna go from there. Okay, hold up. Okay guys, so we have some scallions and we have some green beans, and I already pre-cut these as well. And we have some celery, and I pre-cut these as well because I don't like to have that little dirt at the bottom of it. Ugh, I don't like that part. We have some sweet potatoes. We have some cilantro. I love cilantro. This is, it's so pretty. And I have it in water as well. We have some Brussels sprouts. Now with the Brussels sprouts, I didn't cut this part off just yet because I didn't want for the leaves to unravel. So I was going to wait until I cook it. Then we have some rosemary, some apples, a tomato, an onion, cucumbers, limes, and lemons. I love me some limes and lemons. I'll tell you, can't get enough of it. We have some thyme, and we have some bay leaves. And then we have some blueberries, and I have some bell peppers. I love the colorful bell peppers, so just bring color to my food. As long as raspberries, some avocados, some mandarins. I love this in my salad. Chicken broth, I love because I cook this chicken broth with everything. Purple rice, I normally get black rice, but it's basically the same thing. And it's such a great source of antioxidants. Trust me, gotta try it. And then I have Texmati brown rice. Then we got some peeled garlic. First off, I didn't even know they had this because I can't stand peeling garlic. Ugh. And then we have some asparagus. I had this in ice cold water, but the ice melted. Then we have some chicken breast, and I already cut that up into bites. We have some chicken thighs, and we have turkey meat, and we have salmon and salmon bites. So what I love to do is I don't just use regular seasoning. I also use Just Eat seasoning. That seasoning is the bomb, okay? I love her seasoning. And I also use, of course, like my onion powder, my garlic powder, salt, paprika, all of that stuff like that. I like to use real simple ingredients as far as my seasonings. But what I like to paste my meats with is bell peppers, onions, garlics, lemon, limes. I'm gonna show you exactly what I do to season my meats, my chickens, all that stuff like that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go in and chop up everything I need to chop up to put it into my mini food processor. Listen, okay? Don't come for me, it's small. I got it from my mom. She got her big food processor now. She big dog, top dog, whatever. I am going to invest in a lot of kitchenware because I want to really have like the proper things like a juicer, a food processor, you know, etc. I want to make sure I have everything lined up so I can have better results and less time to constantly do the same thing over and over. So I'm going to get my mini food processor. Don't judge me, don't come for me. I'm telling you guys, don't. I'm gonna get everything together, okay? So I'm gonna chop up a lot of different veggies so that way tomorrow everything is nice and set. All I have to do is just get up and start cooking. Once I did it like that, I realized I save a bunch a bunch of time, and I didn't spend all day in the kitchen cooking. I would spend no more than 3 hours in the kitchen, no more than 3 hours in the kitchen cooking everything that I have to do. But tomorrow we're gonna break down the first things that I start cooking with and all that stuff like that. Tomorrow's another day, but today we talking about what and how I'm chopping up everything and how I make my paste and all that stuff like that. So let's get started. So the first thing we are going to do is cut up everything, chop up everything. I'm not going to do them too big and I'm not going to do too small because it just will take so much time going through the food processor. Okay, now it's time for the food processing, and as you can see, I did not chop up anything too small, or I didn't leave it too big because it would be really hard for me to process everything in this mini food processor. And because this food processor is pretty small, I have to do everything piece by piece. I can't just go and dump a bunch of stuff in here all at one time. So I like to make sure I have my bell peppers, my tomatoes, my onions, everything all in at once each time I do this, so that way it all have the same flavor. After that, I take a spoon to make sure there's no big clumps or anything like that, and once I am satisfied, I will take it out and then I'll do the whole process all over again. And this is what I basically use to baste and season all of my food. Is such a good natural flavor. So we're just gonna do this all over again, guys. This is why I need a bigger one, okay? That's why I said don't come for me. Don't you come for me. Moving along to seasoning our meats. This is my favorite part. So I am going in with one of my favorite butters, which is the Earth Balance butter. It's soy free. I mean, look at the ingredients. I mean, seriously. It's non-GMO, it's vegan, it's zero trans fat, it's gluten free. I mean, what else do you want in a butter? I mean, come on. I used to use other butters and I do love it, but this one, when it comes down to meal prep, this is the only butter that I use. And yes, I am about to do like 3 scoops only because of the amount of food that I am cooking. And I am going in with the mixture that I've created. And then now it's time for the black pepper. It's time for the pink salt, the red pepper. I'm going in with onion powder. Garlic is one of my favorites. Oregano, Italian seasoning, parsley, paprika. Then we're just going to mix that all up, and then we're going to put that into our bowl. Then we're going to add the grapeseed oil, and we're going to add a half of a lemon just to have a good balance of flavors in my food. And then we're just going to mix that all up together. Get ready for some arm strength. I'm telling you, it's going to be a little bit at first, but it'll soften up. And then after that, I like to apply it onto my chicken. Now, you could melt the butter. I used to melt the butter before, but I find it better for me to do it this way. I don't know. I just like it this way. And I have gloves because I don't like the way it was feeling on my hands. So I was like, yeah, no. So before I flip the chicken over, I want to make sure I go in with my seasonings. And I completely forgot to add the Just Eat seasonings to the camera. I added to the chicken, but I did not record that part. Lord Jesus Christ, I don't know why, but I'm gonna do this to both sides of my chicken. Side note, when using the butter mixture like this, it's going to slide all over the chicken. It's like it's not going to really stay. So that's why I'm applying a lot of it onto the chicken, so that way it could marinate on it. But once you put the seasonings mixture on top of the butter, it helps prevent sliding just a little bit. And we're going to do the same process to our chicken bites and to the salmon. Now when it comes down to the turkey, I'm not going to use the butter paste. I am just going to use the regular seasons and all of the food I put into the food processor. Moving right along, I am now going to marinate my my meats overnight. So I just want to go in with the plastic wrap to make sure it seals in all of the flavors, the freshness, so that we are nice and prepped for tomorrow. Okay guys, so now it is time to cook. So I am going in with the carbs first, and I'm gonna start off with my purple rice, and then right after that I am going in with my brown rice. And I'm just gonna put some water in the pot. I'm gonna put this on the stove and let it cook. What I learned about making rice is time and patience. So I like to let that sit while I'll forget about it, and by the time I remember, it's being cooked. So I'm moving right along to my salmon. I'm moving right along to my chicken bites. I'm moving right along to my turkey meat and my chicken thighs. And I changed my mind from the salmon bites to just chopping up the salmon, because I just find it so much more pleasurable for me to just throw that over a bed of rice. Okay, so I was trying to upload the other videos I have for my asparagus and for my string beans, but I don't know what happened to the footage. It is not uploading at all. So I do apologize for that. But right now, moving forward, we are going in with the chicken bites. We are going in with the turkey meat. And then we're going with the chicken thighs. And then the salmon. Moving along to my veggies. So my string beans and my asparagus, I like to divide it up. So no two meals is going to be the same. And then I'm going in with my brown rice, my black rice, my sweet potato, and my bell peppers. Okay, I love loading my plate with my bell peppers. And guys, this is it. This is my meal prep for the week. I will have one for lunch and I will have one for dinner. And this is just how I eat. Oh, quick sidebar. I forgot to mention this earlier. Now, with the purple rice, if you're someone who has a problem going to the bathroom, I would say try to find something that will assist you going to the bathroom, because it may back you up just a little bit. I noticed that within myself. But it's such a great source of antioxidant. But I do want to say thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press that notification button so you're alerted when I have any new videos coming up. And like I say, I try to post on Tuesdays and Saturdays. But guys, see you in the next video.